Welcome, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about confidence because confidence is usually the limits and the boundaries of our business and our reality, and most likely our achievements and our happiness and our relationships and a lot of things. And so, confidence is really being able to act without distraction. And so, we are going to be exposing to ourselves some things that may be uncomfortable to look at. So before we dive in, I would just like us to set an intention that we're okay to grow because growing might be uncomfortable. And so if you're willing to give me permission to challenge us all today, please just type yes in the chat so I can get that permission. And while you're doing that, I see lots of yes. I give permission to grow. Yes. The last time I was on here, I was talking about fear, and then there's the growth stage. So just right now, imagine a more confident version of yourself. Just generally confident. We're going to get very specific today. Can you imagine a more confident version of yourself? If you just close your eyes, take one breath, what does that feel like? It might not even be visual, but just can you grab onto the signature of a more confident version of yourself? My agenda today is for us to be able to lay out the steps for us to meet that person. And so we're going to do that during this training, and we can turn around and meet this more confident version of ourselves very quickly. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It'll happen very quickly. And that's what's really great about working this business with Purium, is that we get to expose and reveal to ourselves how to be greater humans, both from a business standpoint, a relationship standpoint, adding value to others. And so if you guys can share in the chat one word of how that more confident self felt, we would all be able to receive that one word code. Strong. Our trainings are so practical. This is going to be very practical. Strong, grateful, relaxed, calm, empowered, free. Yeah, there's a lot of words around freedom, right? Like not being tied down. Elated, unstoppable, determined, peaceful and strong, authentic, joy, equipped, resourced, I should say, determined. Okay, so let's first talk. This is just very general, what we do as brand partners. So we all know that one of the things that we do is we acquire customers. And that can be on social media, that can be in person, that can be with previous relationships, that can be with new relationships. You can go out sampling, you can meet people in Facebook groups, you can meet people at self-development seminars. And then what we do is acquire brand partners. So it's not a then, it's really just also we acquire brand partners. That requires us to invite others to the business opportunity, and we onboard the customers. So we let the customers know what now, so we can add them to our Facebook group. We connect with them, ask them how it's going. We resolve any questions that they have, or maybe even issues that they have, and we assure their success. And one of the fourth very general systems that we are responsible for from a high level standpoint as brand partners is we onboard our brand partners that we acquired. We help them launch their business. These are four simple systems that most of us know is on the table for us to act on. And knowing that doesn't necessarily mean that we do it. And a lot of times when we think to ourselves, why am I not doing the things that I know I need to do? It comes down to waiting to be confident at that thing. Sometimes we tell ourselves, when I know more, then I will do the next thing on the table. The misunderstanding somehow is that confidence comes before action, that we will act when we're confident. Confidence comes as a result of action. So no matter what, we will start acting before we're confident, and through that action, we will gain confidence. That's how confidence works. And this confidence loop: belief, action, results, confidence, expansion. So we have a belief. This is a starting point. And a lot of times, anything that we do before action, we have a belief. So we might see somebody, let's say we hear of a Purium brand partner that enrolled 3 other brand partners in 1 week. And we think to ourselves, maybe I can do that. And so we start to believe in the possibility. And then we eventually take action because of the belief, not because we're confident. We take action, even if it feels scary, even if we're imperfect. But we take the action, we send the samples, we get in the conversations, and then there's the results. And the results can be they sign up or they don't sign up. But either way, you have evidence. And even if you go through it and the target wasn't hit, it's likely you learned something, the evidence is there, that results in confidence. And then you expand your notion of what's possible, and then you cycle back to belief. And so this is a very simple confidence loop: belief, action, results, that equals evidence, that equals confidence, that equals expansion, and then we can keep on going through. So we're going to get into some exercises that's going to allow us to pinpoint where in this cycle we may be limiting ourselves, and what happens if we release those limits, and how to do that. So in the chat right now, what's one thing, if you could share with us all, what's one thing you're currently confident doing in your Purium business? This is an easy question to answer. Beth says events. Angie says sharing on social media. Selling products, Carolina says. Joey says connect calls. Enrolling customers, hosting tables, mentoring, IG, consistency, talking to people in the DMs, follow-up, launch parties, sharing experience, using products. And guys, listen and watch what these other people are confident at doing, because it's in your future. Lives about the product, content, explaining the product, starting conversations, talking about the products, team meeting trainings, taking products myself and being a role model. Great. Sharing stories. Let's shift gears here. What's one thing in the chat you're currently not confident doing? Everybody has an answer for this. Everybody. I just shared with Carolina, my wife, yesterday that I'm not confident presenting, literally presenting about the products or the business. I do it all the time, but it's not my favorite. I love teaching and training, but that has 15 years of experience, 15 years of action behind it. Confident. All right, closing the sale, follow-up, social media, follow-up. So these are non-confident. Recommending products based on medical needs, since I'm a medical professional. Maybe that was what they're confident at. Social media, lots of social media, unconfident. In-person events, follow-ups, events. Reaching out to people I have not talked to in a long time. Enrolling brand partners, talking about comp plan, all of it. Sharing about the business, reaching out to people I don't know, picking up the phone, events, tables, following up after an event, following up, recruiting, reaching out. Too many to list, LOL, phone calls, calling people on the chicken list. Oh, geez, I've done that. 100 people long and videotaped it. Closing the sale, reaching out and being good at asking good questions, talking about business, overcoming conversation stoppers, starting conversations, duplication, starting convos, helping others see real benefits, enrolling brand partners, walking into establishments. You need that big energy to walk into establishments. What's the chicken list? I don't know if that's a facetious comment. A chicken list is a list that you make of people that you're scared to reach out to. The list exists specifically to expand your boundaries. And then you work your way through the list. You just make a deal with yourself and you go through the list and you contact everybody. All right, in the chat, one more time. Something you once struggled with, but now you handle confidently. What's something you once struggled with, Purium specific, that you now handle confidently? Events, talking about the business, presenting, customer follow-up, signing up brand partners. Definitely. Having brand partners, everything. Specific, guys, specific. Personal testimony, that's good. You learned how to tell your story through repetition, presenting on Zooms, phone calls, sharing on social media advertising. We are the advertising department. Events, social media, leading with the business, talking to strangers, compensation plan, social media, events, talking more casually about the product, leading a team, talking about the products, knowing the products, leading with the business, cold calling. Great. Thank you guys. Hopefully this is just getting your memory jogged for this exercise we're about to do. This is assuming the sale, talking about products and my personal experience. So guys, while we're here, share, if you wrote something down, share how much practice it took you to become confident. And it doesn't have to be within Purium. You could have been practicing something for 15 years and now you're confident with Purium. 1.5 years, says Kim Gordon. 5 years. How much practice before you became confident? Several months, doing it every day for 4 years, 2 years, a year and a lot of training calls, slowly, daily, over months and months, 3 years, daily on social media, 1 month, 2 months. And these are all different times because we're talking about different aspects of this business, right? Everyone's answering from a different answer that they gave last time. 1 year taking consistent action. I'm 1 month in. Weekly practice for presenting Zoom. Cold calling businesses going daily for 60 days and have it down pat. Nice, congrats. Duplication about 2 years, I was stuck selling products. All right, here's just a sample. Because confidence grows through reps, and when we do things repeatedly, that's where confidence happens. And so I just wrote down some, in case you guys didn't put anything in the chat, but you guys did. Making quick, energized decisions is a trait of being confident. Quick decisions, no second guessing. Daily action, staying consistent because you're confident in what you're doing. It's part of who you are. This one's important, keeping promises to themselves. So you're confident at something when you can keep the promises. When you say you're going to do that thing and you do it, that's going to build trust in yourself, which is very important because other people they have a radar to know if you actually trust this thing that you're saying or not. And they're also not afraid to go into the things that they avoid. All right. Pen and paper. I should have told you guys to grab that earlier, but we're going to do an exercise, and this is going to take some minutes. So if you're just kind of driving or watching, it might be best to pull over or actually stop what you're doing, go grab a piece of paper and pencil. Gina said, we know to bring a pen and paper to your trainings. Yes. I'm an exercise person. I used to own gyms. And so for me, I love exercises. I love practice. I love something tangible. Journaling exercise does all that for the psyche. All right, we'll take 4 minutes. 5 Purium specific actions you've been avoiding. Once again, everybody has 5, everybody. It doesn't matter if you're at the top of the compensation plan or just starting. There's 5 Purium specific actions that you've been avoiding to bring your business to a more aligned, greater expression of yourself. And guys, just write them. You can put them in the chat when you're done as well. But also it helps to have them on a notepad right in front of you for you to be able to see, because we're going to be building on this. So we're going to need this list, I should say. We're at the halfway point. We need some examples. We've got cold calls, follow-ups, consistent action, whatever it is, social media posting, inviting to business calls, carrying samples with you. Lorenzo's saying in the chat, avoiding the no by not asking if they will purchase. A good one. So any of the traits you heard people list earlier, like cold calling businesses, that one on my list when I did this exercise. Forgetting to ask for the business. Well, that forgetting is one thing, but purposely not asking for the business for this exercise. Last minute, just want to encourage you guys, even if you wrote down 5, reach even more. This is like the extra reps where you grow. Find at the edges of your psyche, like what are the things? Don't stop at 5. What are the things that you've been avoiding? Avoiding. That means consciously not doing, even though you know it's there and it's calling you. All right. Fear of rejection. Lots of people said that in the chat. Phone calls, in-person events. Let's see. Melissa's saying phone calls, in-person events, popping into businesses, striking up authentic conversations, carrying samples with me. Thank you for being vulnerable and laying all that out. Kim's saying she talks herself out of speaking up because of Spanish dominance, but 90% speak English. I thought I understood what that meant, but now I don't. Okay, guys. Next thing, look at your list. Which one would be the most powerful if you actually did it? It's likely going to be the most uncomfortable. Which one? Circle it, underline it, put a star next to it. Which one? Most of the time, you'll know exactly which one, right? You just know. And then your mind wants to negotiate. And so now that we have that one, this next part, let's take at least 30 seconds before we write anything in the chat or we write anything even on our paper. Let's take 30 seconds and really just digest this next prompt. What specifically would your business and life look like in 30 days if you took this action every single day? So no writing, just feel into this. Visualize, embody. See if you can feel it in your entire body, from head to toe. And maybe start to go around you as well. And so now we can put that to paper or in the chat. I'll actually read the ones in the chat. What would change? And I'm not saying we have to do this, guys. This is an exercise. What specifically would your business and life look like in 30 days if you took this action? Crown, vibrant and expansive, less stress. Stress is definitely caused by us not doing the things that we know that we need to do. That's where stress comes from. Vibrant and expansive, less stress, rank advancement, have a Purium team, no structure stress, more brand partner. Those who don't know what structure stress is, you will find out either for yourself or somebody in your team. I would get brand partners, more confidence, actually feel like a business and become one. Foundation set, huge growth. I would be oozing with confidence, not afraid to share with anyone. More brand partners by presenting the business opportunity, more growth. So much confidence. I would have less stress, more confidence, more money, feeling more authentic, like a real nutrition coach, and be closer to my goals. All right. This is what we're going to do now. We're getting into breakout rooms and we're going to share. There's something about us writing it down. There's something about us saying it out loud, hearing ourselves say it, and then also having other people listen to us. And there's going to be about 8-ish people, 7 or 8 people in each room. So we're going to go into the rooms for 12 minutes, and I want you guys to stay with 60 to 90-second share. You're sharing which one was the most powerful, the thing that you circled, and then how would your business and life look like in 30 days if you took this action daily. And guys, really embody that. Say it from your heart. Nobody's making you do this, but what would happen? What would happen if you did that? So I'll see you guys in about 12 to 13 minutes. If you see a countdown timer, just ignore that. We're going to be 12 or 13 minutes. I'll give you guys a warning. And 1 second, just going to put 13 right here. And then I'm going to open the rooms. Rooms are open. Hit join. Welcome back, everybody. We're waiting for people to get out of the breakout rooms. I think they should be coming back. All right. People are coming back. People are coming back. People are coming back. See smiling faces, which is always a result of actually being in community, which, guys, if you know, that's our fourth pillar of Purium. That was awesome. Yeah, guys, let's hear some takeaways of everything. Maybe you noticed that you were confident in this room. Maybe you noticed you weren't confident. Were you the first one to volunteer? Did you take charge? How did you feel when someone else took charge? Any and all takeaways from that. Fourth pillar of Purium equals community. Yes, great share, inspiring. Awesome. That was awesome. Loved hearing everyone's stories. I could relate to all of them. That was great. I was put with some wonderful ladies. I got to be in a room with Lucy Mazes. We all have the same challenges. Good ideas, great ideas from what everyone shared. Inspiring. Just learned about Toastmasters. Never heard of it. Angie will become the president of that in a few months. I was relieved someone else took charge. It's great to learn from each other. Very encouraging. Room 20 was so cool. Wonderful exercise. Breakout room with Carolina. Feeling so inspired. Everyone's shares were great. Loved connecting with new brand partners. I was the first one to take charge and lead the group. Loved it. We're a Purium family. Too much to put in the chat. All right. Wow, there is a lot. Thank you, guys. Should I just keep on reading these? Transparency and vulnerability, sharing and listening, president in training, great interaction. Thanks. All right. I've got a gift for you guys while we're in this sort of heightened emotional open state, and try not to ask too many questions about what this is. It was just an art project, and this is an actor that you guys have seen, but it's just an art project. But it really, regarding this theme, it really speaks to me, and it's only a minute long. So let's hear it.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
All right, everybody. With that, we're going to say bye. And actually, whatever you guys are imagining doing every day for 30 days, see if you can commit to once a week. That's my invitation to you. Commit to once a week and start there as a way to build your confidence in that powerful thing and build trust by keeping that commitment. And so that's my invitation to you. If you guys are committed to doing it, you can unmute yourself and say what you're committing to doing right now, because I just unmuted everybody.
Time blocking.
Getting started.
Business hours.
Going up.
Just do it.
Do it all. Nothing for into my story.
Regular posts on social media.
Thank you.
Just do it. Do it.
Don't give up. Keep going.
Do it.
Believing.
Just do it. I'm doing it.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Love you all.
Thank
Love
you,
you all.
Ra.
Thank you. Very applause.
Thank you, Ra.
I'm just
Bye.
gonna
Do it.
Just do it.
Thank you, Ra. Love you. Thank you, everyone.
Love you guys. Bye.
Woo!